Honorable Minister and distinguished members on the dais, why have we all gathered here? Because many of us in our societies have serious reservations of some of the provisions of the model bylaws. These have already been enunciated that why do we require the registrar to come when we are holding elections? Why do we have to have these training programs, particularly when the society only has 10 flats? And so I want to come to a more fundamental question. Why are these laws and rules being passed? Who's responsible for them? Aren't they thought out carefully? Are the citizens consulted before these laws are passed and rules are passed? Laws and rules should be citizen-friendly, they should be practical, they should be enforceable, and they should give rise to the least corruption. Apparently what has been passed is now being amended, and therefore obviously careful thought has not been given to it. I would like to know that some of the laws passed in the Assembly, I believe, are just passed in 1 minute. Was this debated? Was this law debated? Was citizens' views taken into account before formulating this law? Because otherwise, when these laws are passed and they become a source of harassment to the citizens, various saviors appear to save us from these laws. Meetings are to be held like this. Why do we have to waste the time of the minister, who should be more engaged in looking after the malnutrition deaths in Palghar and more serious matters, rather than having these type of meetings? We require to look at this very seriously. And that is a more fundamental point than passing laws which are so impractical, which cannot be enforced, where senior citizens, many of this audience are senior citizens. Why do I thought our training days were over. Now we are being asked to go for training. If you can organize training programs as to how we can handle our children and grandchildren, we would appreciate it more. Instead of telling us to attend training programs and paying for it. So may I request the Honorable Minister, and we have Mr. Shelar, fortunately he is a lawyer, that we do not have to go through legal procedures and talk about this section and that section and so on. We are still recovering from the capital value property tax, right, which is going to increase every 3 years. Right? While we are still recovering from that, we find there are new bylaws, model bylaws, right, and which are putting us into serious trouble. So may I request, it's a humble request, that before these laws and rules are passed, kindly consult the citizens and then frame them. Thank you.